Good morning, Christian Life Calling Fellowship. Slam here. Hope you're having a great morning. Calling you from my little place down here in South Carolina, right on the Georgia line. I love to come down here and fellowship with the Lord and fish, hunt. And unfortunately, I got some hurricane cleanup maintenance to do this time, but nonetheless, I was talking with someone this morning. It's the reason for this little live video here. Actually, it's not live, but anyway, the reason for this moment to share with you is I want to talk to you about having a worship fit. What a strange term. My nickname is Slam, and I live up to my name. When I was on the college football team as a freshman in Los Angeles, and I used to go after the quarterback, and I was this high-strung, blonde-haired fireball, and they called me Slam. I used to walk into the college lunchroom, and they'd beat the spoons on the tables and say, "Slam, Slam, Slam." So anyway, I'm known for being an expressive fella. I live up to the nickname Slam in karate practice and other ways too. So maybe it's not strange that I say having a worship fit. At any rate, I used that term with somebody this morning, and we both got a chuckle out of it. And what do I mean by that, and why would I want to tell you about it? We get enthusiastic about all kind of things in life anymore. We go to a football game and we get very enthusiastic. Sounds like I've been the one right now with the problem I'm having with my voice. We see our favorite soccer team or basketball or baseball or whatever it is, and we get enthusiastic. And people have, private passions, some sort of craft or creativity or art or music or concert event, and people get pretty passionate, and when they do, they get very, very, very expressive and wow. Sometimes you read about it in the newspaper. People do such really exuberant, crazy things, when they're passionate about something. And I get passionate about Jesus. I'm in love with the Lord. He has done more to me than I can ever tell you. And sometimes when I'm telling Jesus that I love him, I love to get as expressive and as creative and as passionate as people do at a football game, or as people do at a dance, or people do at a concert, or any such event as that, because I'm more passionate about Jesus than I am any of those things. The Lord can change everything about you, inside out, upside down, backwards, sideways, through and through. He can change everything about you and me, and he does. So when I get to telling the Lord that I love him, sometimes I live up to my nickname, and I worship like Slam. And I have a praise fit. And I'm telling him, I love you, Jesus. I praise you, Jesus. I worship you, Jesus. I love you, Lord. You're everything to me, dear God. And I get kind of strong. So that's why I call it a praise fit or a worship fit. Because I have such a good time just letting it all hang out and telling the Lord that I love him. Well, I'm not saying that that's your answer. But when's the last time you just told Jesus how much you loved him? When's the last time you let praise flow from your heart and just got outside of you and just told God how much you love him? I don't mean thought it in your head. I mean got out somewhere where you weren't making a show or making a scene, but just told the Lord out loud you love him. Sang a song, so maybe you sing How Great Thou Art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. I look at those beautiful clouds up there and I see the majesty and the mystery and the amazing creativity of my Maker, how can you help but tell God that you love Him? If you love Jesus, get somewhere and tell Him that you love Him. Oh, how will that help you? Just try it. Getting closer to the Lord and telling the Lord you love Him. The coolest thing is when you do that, He'll tell you that He loves you too. So I'm going to have a few praise fits today, worship fits, if you will. Maybe you'll join me. Slam out.